A pleasant day to each and everyone. My name is Giselle M. Habinas, currently taking Bachelor of Science in Fisheries. So, as a fisheries student, we are required to have a video reporting. So, before anything else, let me read to you the Aquatic Resources Course Guide. So, here are the guidelines. First guideline is each student is assigned with a particular topic, one of the aquatic resources or species to be presented to the class through video reporting. Yes, as a fisheries student, kinahanglan mi nga mag-video report regarding to this topic because dili man ta maka-video report, dili man ta maka-report through face-to-face because of this pandemic. So, and the second guideline is the reporter can do the reporting via traditional method with the use of school materials or modern method with the use of electronic devices, gadgets, and or online platforms. So, pwede ta maka-video through traditional method with the use of mga cartolina, Manila paper, and etc. Like sa pag-eskwela nato sa face-to-face basis pa. Then karon pwede sa magamit sa modern method like the use of electronic or gadgets pareha ng gibuhat na karon. Number 3 is the reporter is also required to prepare PowerPoint presentation with at least 15 slides for his or her classmates' reference. So we are required to make a PowerPoint presentation with at least 15. So moingon tag at least 15. Pwede ka more than 15 but not less than 15. And the fourth one is the reporter must contain but not limited to the following topics. Kung mingon tag not limited, so meaning pwede ka mo add on sa imuhang topic but not nga mo reduce kasi imuhang topics about this nga gi-require. Especially this. Letter A, biology. Within the biology is the taxonomic classification. Unsang naa sa taxonomic classification? It is where the species scientific name belongs. And then sa characteristics. Sa characteristics is unsay mga kana physical ba characteristics niya, unsay iyahang mga behaviors inga na. Sa ecology asa siya nagpuyo, inga na asa iyang habitats. Then the distribution is anha where ang asa dapit siya nag-origin nga country, asa siya nagdaghan karon inga na. Distribution, ang iyang life cycle is kanang iyang, when we say cycle, kanang unending process, like wingon ta nga unsa man jud kasugdanan, ang itlog or ang manok. So makaingon kay nga na ba nga unending process kung mingon kag ang manok gasugod, sa manok nagsugod, so wala may manok kung walay itlog, then wala puy itlog kung walay manok, may nga process. It's an ending process called a cycle. So muna atong itackle sa life cycle. Then sa reproduction is in what way siya mo reproduce? Sexually ba, or nga na. Then sa letter B, uses and importance, unsay ang iyang kaimportansya sa ato ang kinabuhi. When it comes to ecological, unsay iyang importance sa ato ang ecological aspect. And the other is the economic aspect, unsa ato ang unsay iyang importance towards sa atong economic, kung kanang is it good or bad to the economy. In the production statistics, na din ang status and trend in aquaculture and or capture, iyang status karon. Sa market and trade, nasa diha ang kanang kuan ba siya karon, na ba siya sa market or wala ba? or unsa iyahang price karon nga for the present time. Then threats, letter D is its threats, kung unsa iyahang mga iyang mga reason nga nganong ma-extinct siya, iyahang mga kanang unsa iyahang mga kanang sa nganong ma-extinct siya, nga unsa manabay siya yung mga virus nga mahinungdan nganong ma-extinct siya, nganong na kanang iyang mga threats sa species as a whole. Letter E is the laws governing or protecting the species. So when we say laws or governing or protecting the species, mo na siya ang nagprotect sa species nga mga laws. When mga FAO, may nga na, mga ordinances, may nga na. So the fifth guideline is the video and PowerPoint files of the reporter should be uploaded in their respective subject Google Classroom. So naaman tayo Google Classroom. So in case there are technical difficulties, the reporter may upload his or her video report in Facebook. Pwede siya kung may mga difficulties nga ni-encounter, so pwede siya i-upload mo sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Just provide the link para ang atong mga classmate ang classmate nato dili sila ma-lost in contact sa ato ang report. Then there will be 3 reporters every week. So every week there are 3 reporters, and this week I am one of them. And in the comment section under the uploaded files of every reporter, the rest of the class are encouraged to ask questions to the reporter. So my classmates are required to, or we are required to ask for the questions, and the reporters must give the answers for what is asked. Then in the comment section under it's number 7, so let's proceed to number 8. For other concerns or classifications, feel free to ask the subject instructor. So if we need some clarifications upon this topic, or if we have concerns regarding this topic or topic assigned, then we can ask to the subject instructor. So before anything else, my advanced apologies to my mispronunciations, errors, fillers, and other faults as I grow through this reporting. I am just a human capable of such mistakes. This is prepared by yours truly, Giselle M. Habines, BSF Fisheries 3B. Giant tiger prawn. So here it is. The most common name is giant tiger prawn or shrimp. However, they are also called Asian prawn or shrimp, ghost prawn, and grass shrimp. So why are they called Asian prawn shrimp, ghost prawn, and grass shrimp? It is because mo na siya gitawag nga Asian prawn shrimp tungod kay, because if I am not mistaken, almost 47% nga prawn sa Asian is giant tiger prawn. And then ghost prawn is because more siya ghost kay mo ginigtago niya substrate kay more siya ghost kay tungod sa iyahang, di ba, more siya ang iyang color is marag tiger nga nay kanang dark black white, so more siya ghost. And then grass shrimp, it is because siya motago sa mga grasses, mga substrate and all. And then here is is its body parts. All shrimp belongs to the Crustacea decapoda. Kung mingon tag decapoda, it means 10-footed. Deca means 10 and poda means foot or paws means foot. So 10-footed. Ang nabilong niya is crayfish, lobsters, crabs, and shrimps. The body is divided into two sections, namely cephalothorax and abdomen. Ang cephalothorax is the head part. Ang abdomen is the lower part. Muna siya. Na makita niya sa picture is the antennal, the antennal scale, the third maxillipid, the compound eye rostrum, which is the eye, adostral carina, kanang iyahang mga dapit sa ulo, hepatic carina, ang hepatic spine, then the periupod, this one, the periupod or leg, the walking leg, the antenna, the pleupod or swimming leg or what we call swimmerets, the abdominal segment, the telson, uropod or tail fin. For cephalothorax, mo di ba niya ang head part? So it includes the rostrum, the nose, stalked eyes, mo na yung eyes, carapace, kanang yung bagaw sa ulo, two antennas and antennae, periopods, walking legs, 5 sets, meaning 5 sets, 5 ka pairs, so 10 ka buok. Maxillipids used to rip foods apart before in mandible. Maxillipids, diba na diri o? Maxillipids. Dara, maxillipids. Then, the mandibles or jaws, ang ilahang where foods are crushed and devoured. Ana nila i-crushed and devoured ang mga foods. Ana nilang mukauna sila. Abdomen, often called the pleon segment. Tertium, upper abdominal section 1 to 3. Muna siya upper abdominal section 1 to 3. Yes, 1, that's 2, and that's 3. The pleuron, the bottom half, 4 to 6. Makita sa picture ang pleuron. Pleupods, often called the swimmerets, and are tucked under the abdomen. Nasa ubos, dapit. Then, ang tail section is the uropods and telson. Asa dapit ang telson? Asa dapit ang uropod? Ang telson is the middle part. Ang uropod is the nasa isig kakilid nila, uropod. Ang kaning nasa outer, this one, the outer, this one. The outer, each outer is the uropod or the exopod. Ay, exopod ang tawag nila kaning violet. Kaning yellow, nasa yellow is the endopod, meaning nasa sud, endo. Ang exopod nasa gawas. The biology, the taxonomic classification. Its kingdom is Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Crustacea, class Malacostraca, order Decapoda, suborder Dendrobranchiata, family Penaeidae, genus Penaeus, species monodon, and it came up with a binomial name Penaeus monodon. For its characteristics, they are very distinct from native white and brown shrimp. Black and white banding on their tails. Reach about 13 inches and 10 ounces. 9 to 11 inches average harvest size. Females are generally larger than males. grow up in coastal estuaries, lagoons, and mangrove habitats. So they are very distinct from native white and brown shrimp. Ang ilang color is native nilang color is white and brown. Black and white banding on their tails muna siyang tiger tanawon. Then reach about 13 inches and 10 ounces muna yang ang iyang katas-on ang iyang kabugaton. 9 to 11 inches ang average nilang harvest size. Ang females are generally larger than males as we observe sa uban nga mga shrimp. Larger jud ang females. Grow up in coastal estuaries, lagoons, and mangrove habitats. Muna ilahang ecology and characteristics. They are nocturnal feeders who burrow into substrate during daytime. So during daytime sila mo burrow sa substrate, mutago sila sa substrate. They are nocturnal feeders, meaning magabi ra sila nga search for food. For its lifespan is 2 to 3 years. Prawns have spines on either end of their body, a rostrum above the mouth, and a tailstone located at the dorsal end of the body. Diba naman siya yung mga spines sa iyang body, a rostrum katong nasa above sa iyang mouth katong magtusok-tusok. Then ang tailstone katong diba na ato sa middle part sa iyang iko. Then ecology. Young adult tiger prawns are mostly or commonly found in estuaries, lagoons, and mangroves as mentioned before. So, adults move into deeper waters and live on rocky or muddy bottoms, ranging from 0 to 110 meters, most commonly 20 to 50 meters. So, most commonly, muadto sila sa deeper waters, ranging 0 to 110, but mostly 20 to 50 meters sila. When adult prawns move from shallow inshore areas to deeper water, the rate of mortality drops. So as magkadagko na sila, magkaanam na sila og kaybaw asa sila mutago, asa sila mo search for food, muna silang magkaanam pud ang mortality o drop. So meaning ang mortality ang pagpangamatay nila. Magkaanam o sila kadagko, magkaanam pud og decrease ang ilahang mortality rates. Another in ecology is they live in waters ranging 28 to 33 degrees and unlikely to survive at 13 degrees Celsius below. Dili sila favorable on 13 degrees below, and they are most capable or they are mostly good in 28 to 33 degrees Celsius. They are mostly to survive in this particular temperature. Tolerant to a range of salinity levels from 2 to 30 parts per thousand. So they are tolerant with this salinity level 2 to 30, meaning they are urehaline. They have a long or wide range of salinity levels. Their distinctive stripes in body color, which is similar to their muddy environment, help to camouflage them from predators. So when we say camouflage, so mukan sila sa like sa mga chameleon, mo camouflage siya sa iyang environment. Kung green ang iyang environment, so ana siya mupuyo sa green kay tingad kay mo camouflage ang iyang body color. In that way, pareha sa shrimp or sa giant tiger prawn, in that way they can protect themselves from the enemies or their predators. Then they can also search food for their food. Then these shrimps may bury themselves in the substrate during the day. So during the day, ana sila mo burrow sa substrate. It is because mo burrow sila during the day. It's because inig kagabi anha naman sila mang search for food. In ecology, these prawns also bury themselves in substrate, not only hiding their bodies but also masking their waste, which would otherwise likely to be detected by potential fish predators' chemosensory systems. So these prawns are bury themselves. Nganong mo bury sila? Tungad kay for masking their waste. And then kung magmask sila sa ilang waste, the potential fish predators can't detect them through their chemosensory systems. Excuse me. Giant tiger prawns are detritivores and consumers of small invertebrates. They also are prey for many species of fishes and invertebrates. So, giant tiger prawns are detritivores. So, meaning ang ilang pagkaon is mga detritus and other small invertebrates. Then, its habitat origins: temperate, tropical, marine, or salt water. Their aquatic biomes are benthic, coastal, brackish water. Other habitat features: estuarine, intertidal, and littoral. For its distribution, the giant tiger prawn Penaeus monodon is found in the Indian Ocean, Western Pacific or Indo-Pacific, West Pacific, invasive in the northern waters in the Gulf of Mexico. They are very, very invasive in there. Distributed from East and Southeast Africa to northern and eastern Australia, Japan, Pakistan, and the Malay archipelago. That's their distribution. So, for its life cycle, shrimp eggs are released deep in Gulf waters to float in the water column. Ang ilang eggs is released in waters to float. Kung dili na siya mo float, it means dili na siya good na mga eggs, or they are called poor eggs. Larvae develop from floating fertilized eggs growing and molting. So, ang larvae develop from floating fertilized eggs. Kada mga ma-develop nga mga larvae, mahimo siya maturing larvae, but before that, they undergone molting. Because kung mingon ka nga molting, it means nga nag-grow sila. Maturing larvae in mysis stage are carried towards shore by flood tides and current, continuing to feed on planktons. So, as magkadago-dago na sila, makarried sila sa shore, tungod sa flood tides and currents, mag-continue na sila to feed sa mga plankton. Life cycle. It is a continuation. In post-larvae stage, currents and tides carry them in the estuarine waters. And over 4 to 6 weeks, they develop swimming and walking legs. So, in the 4 to 6 weeks, ma-develop na nila ang ilang mga swimming and walking legs, parihadong mga swimmerettes. Then, over next 1 to 2 months, they are already juvenile and begun to interact with many species and consume whatever food available, such as detritus, algae, etc. As they grow older, they move farther in the estuary to satisfy their appetites and become adult, where they stimulate growth as temperature changes, as well as salinity, and regulate the migration within the estuary and back to the sea. So, as they grow older, move farther sila. Ngano move farther man sila? It is because tingod Kay aron ang ilahang para masatisfy ang ilahang crave for food, for their appetites. Kay the more nga makamalayo sila sa ilahang sige, sa tanto nilang pangitag, kuan mo na silang malayo. Sa tanto nilang pangita food nila, mo na silang malayo. But as they grow older, as they become sub-adult, they can stimulate growth and as temperature changes. So as temperature changes, magkanang pud sila og kanang stimulate silang growth. As well as salinity and regulate the migration within the estuary and back to the sea. Shrimps continue to grow in size and maturity, and a year older, the females spawn thousands of eggs to begin the cycle again. So, as the shrimps continue to grow, diba, anam na sila kadagko. Kung mabot na sila reach up to 1 year older, kadtong mga females, pwede na siya makaproduce thousands of eggs, not hundreds, but thousands. Reproduction. Mating can only occur after the female has shed her exoskeleton while her skin is soft. Nga naman nga during magmeet man sila during nga magmolt sila. It is because their skin is still soft and it's vulnerable. The female carries the fertilized eggs under her body between the swimmerets. Di ba makabantay ta nga na mga eggs sa mga shrimp is na sila dapit silang swimmerets? Then, although little is known regarding specific mating behaviors, it has been noted that this species mates nocturnally. So, my theory is in this particular topic is that giant tiger prawn mates nocturnally. It is because it is where, or it is when they are alive, or they are searching for food, and while they're searching for food, they found their mate, and in that case, they are going to copulate in the night. It is because they bury themselves on the substrate during the day. In offshore waters, shortly after females have molted and their carapaces are still soft, males typically still have hard carapaces during breeding. So, as aforementioned, they are going to mate while the females have molted, while the skin is still soft, the carapaces are still soft. A majority of adult individuals copulate more than once. Females are known to spawn for 4 times during their lives at carapace lengths 50, 62, 66, and 72 mm. Excuse me. So, females are known to spawn 4 times. So, ang mga females is 4 times sila nga mo spawn nga mangitlog during their lifetime. So, at this times mo na ang ilang mga length ranging, ang ilang mga length is 50, 62, 66, and 72 millimeters. Excuse me. It is difficult to estimate age at sexual maturity, but males become mature upon reaching an average carapace size of 37 millimeters. Females at 47 millimeters. So, average lang ang sexual maturity is 37 millimeters on male, and females at 47 millimeters. Obviously, mas dagko ang female kaysa sa male. Females can produce 248,000 to 810 eggs at a time and are known to spawn up to 4 times during their lifespan. So imagine, they can lay 248,000 eggs multiplied by 4 because it's during their lifespan they can spawn up to 4 times, so it is a great number. So once eggs are mature, they are expelled in a greenish white cloud along with stored spermatophores into the ocean where external fertilization occurs. Eggs range in size from 0.27 to 0.31 millimeters. So ang egg size nila is 0.27 to 0.31 millimeters. As she oxygenates them, as she also keeps the fungus away from them. So, in a way nga, mag-oxygenate siya, ang female, is iyang paypayan, ang iyang dapat sa tiyan, di ba, na may swimmerets. So, iyang paypayan, iyan na, di ba na, mo iyan na. So, kana nga way is to keep away the fungus from them. She will occasionally rearrange them when she feels it is necessary, carrying them for 3 to 4 weeks while they grow. Kung makabantay ta, mura bitaw ang mga eggs kagiri, murag na arrange, meaning kana dai nga makabantay ta nga gi-arrange jud na niya. So she will for 3 to 4 weeks while they grow older. When they are fully mature, she will find a safe place to stand and fan the babies hatch, sending them into the water. So, after mga 3 to 4 weeks na grow ang mga eggs, muna nga iyan na nang ipagawas, iyan nang they are stand the safe place to stand and fan the babies. Iyang pangpaypayan para manggawas ang mga eggs. Sa iyang dapit sayang swimmerets. Uses and importance. For its ecological aspect, they are important to the environment in which shrimp have a mutualistic relationship with other fishes in a way that the fish protect the shrimp's predator and the shrimp will keep the fish clean in exchange. So, mutualistic relationship is mutual ilahang duha. In this manner, ang shrimp is mag-seek og protection sa fishes niya. Ang fish manginahalan pod sa shrimp. It is because the shrimp will clean them. Diba kay ang ilahamang pagkaon kay mga detritus, mga algae, so ang kana nga mga organisms mopilit sa mga fishes, so ang munay kanon sa mga shrimp. Then ang fish sad in that way, ang fish nagprotect sa shrimp from the harmful predators. Then another ecological importance. In another aspect, shrimp play an important role in the environment by cleaning up the bottom in which they live. So, in ecological aspect, ang shrimp nagplays an important role in a way that ang shrimp is nag-clean siya sa bottom sa sea sky mo, di ba, na ilang pagkaon. In that way nga nagkaon sila, at the same time naghinlo sila sa bottom seas or floors. So in the economic uses and importance, farming of giant tiger prawns constitutes 47% of total world shrimp production, giving it significant economic importance, particularly in Asian countries. So as mentioned before in the previous discussion, I said it that particularly in Asian countries it's 47. That's why giant tiger prawns are also called Asian prawn shrimp, if I'm not mistaken. It's because 47% of total world shrimp production is the giant tiger prawn, and it is a significant economic importance. With a high demand in Asian and international markets, building and running farms to produce these shrimp can be highly profitable and create many jobs. They are bred and harvested as selling. They are also used as bait for fishing. They are used in farming. They are farming and harvested for the purpose of selling in the markets, and they are also used for baiting for other fishes. Himo siyang paon as sa ubang mga isda. And they are highly profitable and create many jobs. So nganong maka-create man og jobs ang giant tiger prawn? It is because di ba mag-farm man. In farming, di ba manginahanglan matag employees. So kadto nga mga employees kay katong employer nanginahanglan mag-employees. So katong mga employees gitagaan na sila job towards para mag-farm sa giant tiger prawn. Meaning mo magkasweldo sila mauna nga mabalance ang economy. Then in production statistics, status and trend in aquaculture and or capture. Generally, Penaeus monodon is the most prominent farm crustacean product in international trade and has driven a significant expansion in aquaculture in many developing countries in Asia. So generally, mostly Penaeus monodon is the most prominent farm. When we say prominent, it is well known. It is standing out. It is famous. So nganong famous man? It is because ang Penaeus monodon is mahal. It is one of the three prawn species farmed in Queensland. Imagine one of the three prawn species farmed sa Queensland, and the main species. Not only that, siya ang main species nga farm in Australia. So when you say Australia, it is a really rich country. Market and trade. Cost of tiger prawn approximately ranges 700 to 1,500 pesos per kilogram. So ngana kamahal ang giant tiger prawn kung imuhang i-farm. Imagine 700 to 1,500 pesos per kilogram. Lupig pa ang karning baka nga tag 400 to 500 ang kilo ra. They are considered more of a delicacy and more expensive because of their size. So tingod sa ilang sizes, maunang makaingon ka nga mahal jud sila tungod sa ilang sizes. Frozen, head-on, or head-off, and peeled shrimp used to be the major export products to the main markets in US or United States, EU or European Union, and Japan. So gi-export, pwede sa export as in the main markets. Later, value-added products, microwavable or ready-to-cook products like tempura or makaila jud sa tempura, sushi, xiaomi, yergao, straightened, stewed, battered, and breaded, spring rolls and balls, mainly processed in Taiwan. Live products in Chinese restaurant shares also less than 2%. So its threats. So we are now in its threats. So throughout their lifetimes, giant tiger prawns face a variety of predators. So their predators are birds, jellies, crustaceans, fishes, And also, we human beings, we are the most of all the most predator among all. The giant prawns are host for a variety of viruses, all of which are extremely contagious within populations and cause high mortality rates. So because of viruses, mo na siya ang hinungdan nga moubos ang laha, mutaas ang mortality rates nga daghan ang mamatay. So threats invasive in waters around the United States and northern waters of the Gulf in Mexico. They are very invasive, especially in the Gulf of Mexico. Highly contagious. When we say highly contagious, makatakod siya. Disease carrier which can infect native shrimp populations, harming local farm fishing industries. Not only sa giant tiger prawn nga mga species siya makaepekto, but also sa iyahang mga uban nga mga shrimp populations. Giant tiger prawns are also host to a number of protozoan ectoparasites and endoparasites. What's the difference between ectoparasites and endoparasites? So, ang ectoparasites is nasa gawas. When we say ecto, gawas, outer. The endoparasites or the in. Their ectoparasites attach themselves to the gills and limbs, potentially interfering with breathing and motility. In lang paglihok mo na makahingon nga hinay sila mulihok, and in breathing maghinay sila og breathe. While their endoparasites, ang ilang endoparasites live in the gut and can affect nutrient absorption. This species is also known to host of a number of fungal microsporidians. So there are two types of baculovirus infections commonly seen in these prawns. Baculoviral midgut gland necrosis, which affects mainly larvae. Monodon baculovirus disease, which is typically followed by secondary bacterial infections. These diseases are of particular concern in agricultural environments and in areas where this species has been introduced. So ang baculoviral midgut gland necrosis mainly or kasagaran larvae ang iyang ma-infect. Kaning monodon baculovirus disease ay typically ma-follow sa mga secondary bacterial infections nga na. Then, the yellowhead virus, originally isolated from this species, causes the hepatopancreas and cephalothorax to become discolored and swollen. Diba ang cephalothorax is the head part. So, kung makabantay ka nga ma-discolored, murag mahubag ilahang ulo, ang ilahang na ang virus nga ka-infect na is yellowhead virus. The WSSV, white spot syndrome virus, causes white spot disease, symptoms of which include lesions and white deposits on the skin and connective tissue. Lesions or mura siya ma-injury, mura kahinay siya, inga na makaepekto sa iyang movement, and white deposits on the skin and connective tissue nga nakabantay ka nga ang iyang mga connective tissue is na ay mga white spots, may from the word white spot. Then, other commensal or parasitic species, baculovirus, white spot syndrome virus or Rispoviridae, yellowhead virus, Acineta species, Varicella species, Zoothamnium species, Cephalolobos species, Agmasoma Penaeus, Enteroituzun, Nosema species, Nematopsis sunderbanensis. So, here are the threats to the ecology. Farming pools are sprayed with many chemicals and antibiotics to maximize shrimp production, and these chemicals can enter natural waterways, harming animals and humans alike. These pools are often abandoned after a few years, and there is typically no effort to return these lands to their original conditions. So, mauni ang threats sa giant tiger prawn sa ecology. Not only ang iyahang environment ang makahimog threat sa giant tiger prawn, but also ang giant tiger prawn makahatag sa siya og threat sa ecology. In what way? So, one way of the threats of giant tiger prawns at ecology is farming pools are sprayed. Ang mga, di ba, mag-farm na. During farming, so mag-spray, di ba, ang mga giant tiger prawn is prone to viruses. They are vulnerable to many diseases man and viruses. So, meaning, mauna ang mga farmers, mag-spray sila mga chemicals, mga antibiotics, para ma-maximize para mudaghan ang shrimp production. In that way, ang mga chemicals, mga antibiotics, mga unsay pang-spray nila sa ilahang farm, that particular chemicals will enter through the natural waterways. And when that happens, it will harm the animals and humans like us, especially when it will go to our water sources or potable water. So these pools are often abandoned after a few years. So, di ba, makahinay na ang production sa shrimp. Ang ending is, di ba, ma-abandon ang mga pools, mga farming, mga gipang farm nga mga lands nga gihimong giant tiger prawn. In that way, malas na ang iyahang mga nutrients nga ma-absorb, di ba? Naka-absorb na itong mga chemicals, mga antibiotics, meaning dili na siya balik into its original conditions. It is stated that no effort to return these lands to their original conditions, meaning the ecology is destructed and degraded. So, another threat to the ecology is estimated up to 38% of native mangrove forests in Asia have been destroyed to be converted into ponds for shrimp farming, triggering erosion and harming habitat for mollusks and many other species, including shorebirds. So, up to 38% of native mangrove forests sa Asia is na-destroyed or na-destructed or na-degraded. It is because of conversion to ponds, pond areas, farming areas, like the mangrove habitats. Mao na siya ang nag-cause sa erosion. They can trigger to erosion. Then it can also harm the habitat of some species of mollusks and other species, including shorebirds, because they would eat the species there, and if that happens, then they have less to be eaten. So, laws governing or protecting the species. Republic Act number 8550, an act providing for the development, management, and conservation of all of the aquatic resources, integrating all laws pertinent thereto, and for other purposes. Fisheries Administrative Order number 207, series of 2001. It is prohibiting the import and culture of imported live shrimp and prawn of all stages. So it is prohibited in this FAO Order number 207, series of 2001, that the importation and culture of imported live shrimp and prawn in all stages. Bisan pag magamay pa na siya or madako, dili siya pwede. It is because maybe we can't deny the fact that some species of giant tiger prawn or other prawns or other shrimps that may lead to the death of some species in this area, especially when we import them, and we might be the reason for the virus to spread out all over the world. Then Fisheries Order, another law governing or protecting the species, is Fisheries Administrative Order number 195 series of 1999. Rules and regulations governing the importation of fresh, chilled, frozen fish and fishery aquatic products. So, in this FAO Administrative Order number 195 series of 1999, there are rules and regulations regarding the importation of fresh or chilled frozen fish and fishery aquatic products. Because, as I said before, there can be viruses and other diseases that might be transmitted from one place to another. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening for my topic, even though it's not that quite good, it's not that really awesome, it's not that really amazing, but I thank you for all your efforts in reading this report, in listening me despite this pandemic. Thank you so much. This is the end, and thank you so much. God bless. And must be read. Good day. I would like to give thanks and credits to all the authors, owners of all the mediums and platforms that I use for this kind of school activity. This may include pictures, articles, PDFs, video presentations, and other presentations to formulate and come up with this whole big idea. I salute all your brilliance. Thank you so much. I salute you all. Thank you so much. This is Giselle Habines saying, God bless us all. Thank you. Bye. Bye.